Yo guys, Bruddas podcast here. As usual, it was a mad week in the Prem. We have your representatives, Saiyada, Jonathan, Steven, myself, Randy, two United fans, and the one Chelsea fan here. You don't have any kit, but what you gonna do?
Don't study that now.
Well,
You have one kit either.
hey,
Traded.
yeah, training, right? Them on the field, I still training, right? Anyway, so we'll focus on the Manchester United game since they played first this weekend. Jonathan, you was in the podcast first, so what's your thoughts on that game, boy?
Yeah,
3-1 win.
Glad to be on the podcast now when United actually win. And win. You have to say at the end of the day they win convincingly.
Did they though?
Even before Everton scored the first goal, right? You could tell they come out with a purpose. Man was flying into tackles, they was passing the ball way quicker, especially when you compare it to, let me not even talk about that Istanbul game.
We could talk about it.
No, that passed. So even when they went 1-0 down, I wasn't worried. Even given the run of form, I just could tell by the way they was playing that they would get back into the game. And so said, so done. One of the things that's strange for me about United is, and I was tweeting about this midweek, is sometimes they refuse way too much to get the ball wide and cross the ball. Martial, Rashford, this be so guilty of trying to come inside all the time. And when teams pack up in the defensive third, you're very rarely going to get success like that. It's not a surprise that the 2 goals United scored in the first half was from crosses. I mean, that's what you had to do when teams come back in the box, get the ball wide and cross.
You see,
We have
I
good
midweek
headers of
too.
the ball,
You see, Tim midweek against Istanbul too. One show up putting the cross for Martial.
Exactly. And that was a great header from Martial. Martial underrated with the headers, in my opinion. Bruno header, fantastic. Again, Bruno cross for the second goal. Rashford. At first, I thought Rashford got a little thing on it, but it looked like it went in all the way. And second half, they drop off. I mean, I'm sure everybody see Ole went off in the post-match about the scheduling, which I understand. I mean, everybody's have to deal with that, all the big European teams. But, I mean, these men went Turkey, come back Thursday morning and then playing lunchtime Saturday. So it was understandable that second half, the intensity dropped. And there was kind of more struggling. Just before Cavani scored the goal, the third goal, the free kick that went into the box, I mean, on any other day, the Courier could have just smashed that in for equalizer. Easy.
I really was not sure what to expect. Like, I really thought we'd get licks, but then United started playing, and I was like, okay, where was this United for Champions League? Was I glad to see them showing up in the Premier League again. As you said, in second half, everything really fell off. You didn't see the same strong attack in United from the first half. To be honest, I thought that's where Everton was going to catch us in the second half. But then Cavani, he made that change up, Pogba and Cavani, which I was kind of skeptical about. I was like, it's already kind of late in the game. What's going to happen now? Because when we first bought Cavani, like, I was always saying, I don't think it was unnecessary buy. Like, we don't need any more forwards, like focus on the defense, focus on the mid, and Cavani came on, scored his goal. I was happy to see it. So I'm kind of excited to see like what Cavani can do for us if we get the chance to play more. But again, I think it was a deserving win, unlike David. I was proud of United, and I really want to see if we could have some form of consistency, because when we're consistent in Champions League, we're not consistent in the Prem. When we're consistent in the Prem, we're not consistent in Champions League.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah.
And I think that's a major issue. Like United not finding that consistency is either the consistency of in what league we're playing in, or the consistency of in terms of the players and how they play. So while I don't really want Ole to stay, I feel like sometimes he's finding things that work. So it's just about maybe giving him a little more time to see if he could actually put everything together, like pick and choose the little points that work in and kind of find a way for it to mesh. But so far, I'm pretty happy with what United did. Not happy that we're still on the bottom of the table, but I would say the 3 points.
So you Ole out?
I was, like I still kind of am. Is sort of 50-50 for me because when he doing nonsense is real nonsense. But then he's always when everybody is Ole out, he will come and have like a fantastic game and everybody will be Ole in again and then the next
True.
week we do some shit and just keep
Exactly.
going
I
like
don't
that.
understand.
Cycle
about
just keep
Ole.
going, yeah.
Ole like
Yeah.
he's work some kind of obia or something. Because when
No,
he need
this
a
is my
result,
thing.
when he need a result, he's get it. Because that was gonna say like, after that Istanbul, right? Piss poor,
Right.
terrible, right? This weekend you're playing Everton. I mean Everton had a couple injuries and thing, but still,
Yeah, but still
there's a
strong team
decent side in
overall.
the Prem, right? And then you see this United side step up. It's like, that is the same side that play
Right?
Wednesday.
I'm like, is this my team?
Yeah, and you see Maguire. Oh yeah, that's one more thing I have to add to both of you, which I agree with everything. Bruno was a massive leader in that game. Like he was leading the press, he was motivating the guys constantly throughout the game, and he stepped up. Maguire playing a decent performance as well. He held it down in the back, I think. I still don't rate him as a centre back, but a solid performance from him in the back. And this type of performance is what they need to do, like you all say, on a consistent basis, and not when Ole need a result. I feel best with Ole need a result every game now, because if he need a
That's
result
the
every
thing,
game,
like that's what you're supposed
go
to be doing.
perform.
We want to see the results every game. So what is really going on?
They should be playing like that every game.
Exactly. I cannot pinpoint what is the major problem with every single game. Because every game is something different.
Yeah, something different. Like this United
I think
side,
they kind of getting to the point where the team will play as good as Bruno played. If Bruno having a great game,
that's the thing. Like Bruno is
no
for
problem.
most games, I can't say all, but for the majority of the games, Bruno is the deciding factor. Like it's either he carrying the team or he is not carrying the team. And I kind of wondering how long is that gonna last for? Because a player is only as good as the surrounding 10 players that he plays with.
Yeah.
So what's really gonna happen?
Well, two things. Pickford and Maguire penalty.
When I watch it, it looked first like Maguire push him a little bit first, which I don't think really impacted on him dropping the ball, because Pickford is do them kind of madness all the time. But then when he tried to recover, I think it was a little soft. Maguire was playing on it, because the ball, he already get the ball before the connection from Pickford hit him, and the ball went over the bar in any case. So if they had given it, I would have seen why they give it, but I wasn't vexed that they didn't give it.
Same. It was my thing clear.
That's like the second thing. We see the same thing that happened in the Liverpool Everton game with Van Dijk and Pickford. Yeah. It was Maguire. Maguire on who it was by?
I think it was Digne.
Maguire and Digne. I have an issue with the flag being raised when the play died down because it's encouraging these kind of tackles. Because Maguire know he offside, and he can't get the foul. Digne can't get the foul if he's offside. He can't get the red card if he's offside. So Maguire just know he offside and then going hard on Digne.
Yeah.
I mean, he win the ball.
Did he know?
He get piece of the ball for sure. It was just the afters. It was a rough challenge.
I think had it been offside, it would have been penalty though.
That law should change next year for sure. I do like it at all.
I find if you raise the flag one time, you avoid these kind of tackles.
Exactly, because the player go and think, well, the flag ain't go up, so maybe I get a chance to get away with whatever it is I'm planning to do.
Yeah,
but
man, that was the whistle.
That was the case.
Making things unnecessary. So
that was the case with Pickford and Van Dijk. It was too close to call, so you didn't know if it's offside or not.
Right.
And so Pickford wanted to defend his goal, as a normal keeper would. But the thing with Maguire, that one, Maguire knew it was offside.
Yeah.
And because he knew it was offside, he just went in hard on Digne.
And this is kind of what I was wondering about. Like, you as a player, you know nothing gonna come out of it because it's offside. So why all that necessary now?
That is thing. The law encouraging players to make them kind of tackles.
Yeah, it should be changed. I agree.
To be honest, I was expecting like Pickford to fumble way more because it's Pickford, but
after he get dropped for the Newcastle game.
Yeah, like I see this.
He had to come back.
Yes, that was last week.
And I was like, Pickford, what are you doing? You're supposed to save that.
Yeah, Pickford is a wild man, man. Like that tackle was 6 on 1, half a dozen, like 50-50. Sometimes they give one, sometimes they not.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it was a penalty, but he still went in real wild and thing. And referees, when they see that, you never know them. Some will point to his spot and some wouldn't. So,
But it's not to the referees at the end of the day. It's up to VAR.
yeah, VAR essentially. Well, VAR are referees in a box somewhere.
Well, I mean the on-field referees. It's not up to them. Because the referee could have called it and VAR could have called it and no penalty.
True.
Yeah, and I mean they could refer to the on-field referee to always go and watch it. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what I just wonder, right, is why we as viewers, like we be seeing some of these things
Mhm.
so clearly. Like we could be seeing somebody call so clearly, and then like VAR or the referee rule against it, or something that we don't agree with because we've seen it. So like, are you all not seeing the same thing we are seeing? As always wonder about that.
No, we don't see what they're seeing. We don't see what they're seeing.
So that's my thing. Like, if we could see some clear calls sometimes, why is you all as referees not seeing
I
it?
think sometimes there's always some technical kind of, shippiness
There's
that they have in the rules.
technicality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them. Yeah.
No, well, the thing with VR is that it's subjective most of the times.
Yeah.
So I call on another day, another VR, I would have given the Maguire one a penalty.
Yeah.
VR subjective.
Because even though you have laws, right, most of the tackles on them is, yeah, like you say, is based on their perception, their interpretation.
Interpretation of the law.
Everybody have different interpretation. Like all four of us here might have a different interpretation on a tackle that was made, So yeah, that's the thing with VAR.
As we on VAR, let me just say this: the Arsenal game. I know Jadiel not here, but the first goal that Aston Villa scored.
Offside.
I mean, I disagree with that boy.
Nah, it's offside. It's offside.
No, it's offside, right? But I disagree with. I mean, for me, he offside. If somebody offside, you're saying that he has some kind of unfair advantage. Look at the way McGinn hit that ball. Whether Barkley was there or not, he not saving that.
But you don't know that.
That's my main gripe with that.
You don't know that.
Scarlett, come on. You see that strike. You know,
it was a good strike, right? But where Barkley was positioned,
directly in the line of vision.
Yeah, directly affected his line of vision and making save. He might not have saved it, but we don't know that. That's the thing.
Exactly. So you can't say for sure that
we know that
it was going in. You can't say for sure.
We know that.
Opponent. Yeah.
Like I agree with the decision. I get why there, but he wasn't saving that. Come on.
On the topic of offsides, waiting a bumper on.
Boy, I don't know, because the angle they give you, I don't know. I see the man hand thing also, but his shoulder look level, but they never show an image. VR didn't show an image.
From the angle that the show is offside to me.
Yeah.
The angle that they show?
It's harsh, but if that's how they're checking it consistently, I have no problem with that goal.
Because as we show this on one of the last pods, that handball is from your shoulder, go down. Right? Well, not your shoulder, from like just below your shoulder. Yeah, just below your shoulder, go down. And so the shoulder is a legal part of the body. And his shoulder was offside. Hence the reason it was called.
Okay, well, yeah, if that was the case, it's offside. And the thing about offside is not subjective. It's either you're offside.
Yeah, it's either
you're offside. Yeah.
It could be 1 centimeter, it don't matter.
I wouldn't fight it once they make the calls consistently about which body parts were offside.
Consistency.
I think we have been seeing consistent offside decisions, unlike penalty decisions and everything.
I think handballs have a level of consistency. Like all handballs basically getting called. So that's a cut off your arm.
No, I wouldn't say all handballs. All handballs that when the hand extended beyond the body.
At least it's consistent. So that is one thing. Because everybody complained over last season, Prem reps not consistent, this, that. But this year, they open it up, man. A little better. Still not great, but a little better.
Still not great, exactly. But
it's just an improvement. We seen it. Don't worry, Prem. We see you. All right. Anyway, enough about our United game. Top performance there from me, lads. Scarlett, Chelsea, good results for them. Was surprised they went behind. What you have to say about that game, boy?
I was surprised we went behind too, because obviously we have 6 clean sheets in a row.
Especially when Sheffield is outside struggling to score goals too. Right?
Well, the thing with Sheffield is that, yes, they're struggling to score goals, but they still manage to score goals. They score against Arsenal. I think they scored against Leeds. They scored against Liverpool. So they have been scoring against the big sides.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, obviously I didn't expect it because, as I said, we 6 clean sheets in a row. And I think it was unfortunate for that ball to go in. It was a nice flick from McGoldrick.
Yeah, it was a good finish.
Yeah. But it's still unfortunate and still lack of concentration from the Chelsea backline. But it was a good fight back because last season or maybe earlier this season, we wouldn't have seen that. We would have seen Chelsea just lose the whole vibe of the game and then struggle to get back in the game. But it was a good fight back from Chelsea. Ziyech is a magician. That left foot, better than Messi left foot by far. Ziyech is amazing. I think we gave him for what, 32 million. That's a bargain, bro. That's an absolute bargain. And Werner looked good. I think the whole team looked good actually. Mount looking good in the midfield position. Finally, Lampard doing the right thing and not playing him out wide.
You will die on the hill that is Lampard, eh?
I back Lampard all the way. Bro. Obviously, I wouldn't agree with some of my decisions, but I back him all the way. Lampard in every day. Ole in too.
Go on, man.
Yeah, don't worry about
One
Ole,
little
man.
game, man. Watch all Ole. Ole and...
Ole, I was always Ole in. As long as Ole stay manager, Ole can stay manager forever. I for that.
You feel you slick. You feel you slick.
You talk there, you keep talking.
We'll see what happens on the 24th.
Scarlett.
And yeah, well, you see Thiago Silva gave first goal, so that is a next plus too. Chilwell scoring. Chilwell again, a next big bargain. I actually forgot Alonso playing for Chelsea. Chilwell is the best left back in the league, I'm saying it. And only can't deny it. Chilwell is the best left back in the league. And well, obviously Kovacic was well, Kante was well in the pivot too. And yeah, good solid performance from Chelsea.
I think in addition to Chilwell, Reece James actually looking real good. I mean,
James was the best right back in the league, I'm saying it.
Yeah, that one, I could get more on board with that one than the Chilwell one.
So, so you agree here above Trent?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Based on form this season, Castagna is the best right back.
Come on, Castagna had like 3 good games. He had 3 good games.
He played 3 games and he was injured. The rest, Chilwell play how much? 4 games? Not if not so.
About 4 games. Yeah, about 4 or 5 games. Yeah.
So, yeah.
About 5 out of 8. I had a game with him.
Yeah,
He got his son. He scored in the debut.
He doing well. Fantastic attacking outlet for, let's be honest. Reece James
Havertz didn't play this Chelsea game, Scarlett.
Havertz, he had he tested positive for Curva. Yeah,
I love to see Havertz play, to be honest. I think he could do so much for you all.
I think he could do so much in his preferred position. When Lampard playing him out wide, he can't do nothing.
Yeah.
He played out wide against you all at Old Trafford. And he was quiet. He was in Maguire pocket all. That was Havertz been doing great in his midfield position.
Yeah.
And Chelsea, I said it on the first episode. I said it on the second episode.
You are not winning the league. You are not winning the league.
Chelsea are winning the league.
You're not winning the league.
Nah, you can't say that this season. This season different. This season moving real different.
I don't know who winning the league this year.
No, really. I don't have a short answer on who I think winning the league this year.
I can't remember who said it, but I can't remember who said it. But they said that whoever get this stuff together first going to win the league. Whoever get the balance right between attack and defense and get the consistency first.
I mean, no, that's true.
That makes sense. Yeah,
but then, I find teams just get stuff together in the middle of the season and they're looking on form. And then when it comes to the games in the 30s, they start to fumble a little bit.
Well, just say Arsenal now. Is Arsenal we're talking about?
Yeah, they start to fumble a little bit. So, I don't know.
Yeah, was last week? Arsenal was the best thing. Arsenal on track. Yes, Arteta getting it right. This week, thumb up at home.
So you think about that Arsenal game, Arteta play the same side against
from Old Trafford.
Yeah, that don't make sense, bro.
Yeah.
That was a totally different game.
I was happy with our results. I am back in Aston Villa all the way. I love it. I love to see
You
them
back in
the
Villa, you're back in Leeds, you're back in Southampton.
I love Leeds. I love all these small teams now because
Because your side are doing good.
giving it to me. But I mean, everybody all it in because we just get 3 points.
All it in. What's all your thoughts on that Chelsea game though, that we don't drift too far?
Yeah, it was a good game. Like I said, good performances from those guys. Can't really fight them. Last season, I remember, I think they drew Sheffield at home. I think I had watched that game. It was a 2-2 or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we drew 2. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
it's
then
an
we
improvement from
lost
them.
we lost 3 at
Bramall, yeah.
Bramall Lane.
So, yeah, Chelsea looking good. I mean, Frank had it back in. He got the players he wanted. So it's really for them to just find consistency. Kante playing where Kante's supposed to play, which I think going and help that team tremendously. I never understood why Frank last season, sorry, the season before, was trying to do all this kind of madness with Kante and play him high up the field.
Because they're trying to accommodate Jorginho, that is why.
Yeah, but that's not
Nothing
the
like
man's job.
accommodation.
What is that?
It's have nothing like accommodation. Play where you're supposed to play. You buy the man to play where he's supposed to play.
Jorginho was Sarri's son. And then
True.
and now Mount is Lampard's son. So they had to fit in your players.
True. Jorginho is why City can't buy Koulibaly from Napoli.
Yeah, exactly.
Mash up.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chelsea looking good. Honestly, they're looking better than United to finish top 4, even though those two teams were 3rd and 4th last season at the moment.
On goal difference, by the way.
It was still 3rd and 4th.
On goal
It's on
difference.
court.
And maybe
No,
by like 5 goals or something, so it wasn't that far.
Yeah, if
But yeah,
United go on a run, like how they went on a run after lockdown last season, maybe they could catch back up. But I'm not pinning my hopes on it. Chelsea looking good. Fair play to them.
But we
I
have a
hate
game in
to say it,
hand.
but you're already looking good. Like all you have the players, as you said, it's just about Lampard figuring out. I hope he don't do it though, but it's just about them figuring out. And I don't see you all losing any kind of significant points, to be honest, which is very upsetting to me. But all you're looking decent, and you're getting the job done. So to be still figuring out where your players need to play and your chemistry between your players and your manager, and still collecting
And
your
still
points at
winning
the end of the
games,
game.
yeah.
That's big because I mean, as we've seen with a lot of teams, United especially, managers still trying to figure things out, and we also losing points in that process. So Lampard doing something right. Mightn't be everything, but he's doing something right with your players. So
Yeah, that Chelsea.
not winning the Liga, but
That Chelsea game, I was surprised. On paper, I say, you know, another Chelsea clean sheet, they're gonna do good. The attackers come in, ZX starting, you know. And I see the concede, I was like, we are upset here. And then Chelsea attacking talent come out. You see players.
yeah,
like,
I didn't expect that result.
You see players like Ziyech express themselves. You see Werner making the runs. You see everybody meshing in the middle. They say, hey, they get a wake up call when that first goal scored. Chelsea look real good in that game, not gonna lie.
I mean,
But
Sheffield bad this season, eh? Sheffield bad this season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Something I don't know going with Sheffield, but last year there was a dark horse side, and then this year, like, you know,
The equipment wasn't good enough. I don't
yeah.
think.
And I find like sometimes with the bigger sides in the Prem, like when the opposing side score first or score back, we realize that the bigger teams just tend to malfunction somewhere along. And that's what I thought was going to happen with Chelsea, but it didn't.
Yeah,
And I think that's real important to not malfunction when somebody concede or somebody score first.
it was a professional performance.
Well, we's not United on us, so yeah.
Oh gosh.
But they
That's
were
real. The
in
next
the
game, we'll see what happens in the next game.
All that talk and all they
couldn't
could come to Old Trafford and win, man.
Yeah.
We should have win. We should have win.
All that talk and they come to
But
Old
you
Trafford with
didn't.
one shot on target. Oh my
You
goodness.
didn't.
Well, we should have got a penalty. I don't know what all your pay.
Come
pay,
on.
What do you mean come on? That clear
Come
penalty
on.
though. Clear penalty.
The sport changed for that moment, but you know, the man say, oh shucks, it's judo, so he let the tackle go and then he changed it back to football after. So
How Arsenal get a penalty and we had
you
a
argue with
penalty?
them thing.
No, I on your side. I don't know what. Up to this day. Anyway, I don't know.
Pogba and
I don't know.
no going with Tina.
I don't know.
You heard it from the guys and them. Like this video, subscribe to the channel
And the podcast.
and the podcast out on app,
All platforms. Apple, Google,
all
Spotify.
platforms.
All
Yeah.
streaming platforms
Yeah,
outside.
everything. And yeah, we'll see you next week.